It's Radio Zero with Rick and Rose at 5:05 p.m., December 19th, 2025.
We're live streaming on Facebook on the Radio Zero page and Poster Children page, on Twitch at PCJCUSA, and on the Poster Children YouTube channel, 5 p.m. Central, every other Friday, usually. You can subscribe to the podcast non-linear, non-synchronous, asynchronously, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or go to radiozero.us, use a different RSS subscription service. You can patronize us at patreon.com/radiozero. Thanks to our remaining Patreon donors.
Oh, did people drop off when they found out we were
slowly trickling off?
Yeah, I don't blame them. Well, we gotta start working on content, my friend. We gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, did they? Although maybe we lost a bunch after I was asking you like penis questions.
Oh no, yeah, and it's not. It's more of a time.
Oh
over
yeah.
time.
Yeah. All right. Well. With that new Salaryman record coming out, we're gonna have a lot more people. I have to turn off my live captions here. Okay. So, what do you think about the new ballroom?
Did they release a new?
I don't know. Today is the release of the Epstein files, right?
Yeah, I guess I should have.
That's very exciting.
What happened?
I think I just heard on the radio that they did release some. They were complaining that nobody had released them, and then they released them. So he's going down. Trump going down. Like apparently, he may have had sex with a 15-year-old girl. I'm not going to say child because can you say girl? Wait, what words can't we say?
Well, that was NPR got into trouble because they said young women.
Oh yeah,
or young adults or something like that. They said they like used, yeah.
But they were children.
These were
yeah. They were children, young adults. So they didn't want to say NPR's a nice place. They're not going to say children.
Oh, yeah. I'm just doing a search. How to view the Epstein files. Great.
Good. So we'll be reading those to you. Tim Bowers is asking new album, and there's 5 question marks after that, so we better answer him.
Well, I mean...
4 and 4 years ago today.
4 score.
4 and 4 years ago today.
I think I've finished mixing. Or what do they say?
It's
project,
never finished.
It's never finished. It's when they pry it out of your cold, dead hands. So my hands are starting to cramp up and feel cold. So I think that's what's happening is like I don't think I can mix anymore and edit.
You know what? You could come out with like a edit, like you're using software, right? You could limit it to like 1,000.
That's the problem, Rose. Is it was all 100% analog. I was cutting.
Tools.
I was doing window edits on the 24-track 2-inch.
So anyway, you could limit the amount of edits that you make. Like that. It could be like 1,000 edits, and then you're done. You can't use it anymore.
Too late.
Or 10,000 or
yeah, it's too late. I've already done all that.
1 billion.
I've already done all the editing and work.
So and we're trying to decide what the name should be, right?
Yeah.
But my favorite song.
Yeah, let's not talk about it yet.
Okay, all right.
But
God,
let's not talk about it on the podcast.
I know,
we need to discuss it.
Man.
Yeah, but you want to. You want to talk about it.
I'm not going to say the name, but I love the name of one of the songs.
Yeah, no.
I actually love the name of lots of songs.
Yeah, and so I didn't want to talk about it, but yeah, I'm back to just having the song and the album have the same title.
But you said, so what's the problem with that?
It's just, it's not always a problem, but like when we did Grand Bargain, we had the song Grand Bargain, the album Grand Bargain, but then we put out the single ahead of time of Grand Bargain. So now you've got Grand Bargain, the single, and then Grand Bargain, the album, and, just on the streamers, it gets convoluted and messy, where it's like there are multiple versions of the same thing, and then it's like, oh, here's Grand Bargain, but then it's not the whole record.
And
it's
I believe
a single, and it shows up as a single, and then
then nobody knows that their album is an album.
And I think it's fine.
And will there be a problem with there being a possible apostrophe in the title?
God, don't get me started on metadata on streaming services.
Okay,
It's like even like stuff like sometimes like even doing like lowercase stuff like that won't carry through.
yeah.
Like you'll enter in the data and have it lowercase, and then they'll capitalize it, or the opposite. It's just, I don't know.
Like,
frustrating.
because you can probably like some text fields probably like have like an automatic capitalize the first character. Like, have you ever had that, like where like you're filling in a name and it just automatically capitalizes the first character or something like that?
Like
Like
always
it's
does
like
that.
all the
Yeah,
different
it's terrible.
stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, apostrophes are fine.
Oh.
Those are commonly used in song titles.
All right, so Cody's on a different device and wants to know what was listened to in the MRI. Now, I just had like a heart monitor thing, so that wasn't an MRI, so I didn't get to listen to anything. But have you had an MRI recently?
I had the brain one.
Yeah.
So I realized that, like, so because of Trump, but it's like, oh, people have other MRIs. You had an MRI, but they're like body scans.
Yeah, women get their vaginas MRI'd. I'm doing the shock jock thing.
Again.
Yeah, and men get their brains MRI'd.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The essential organs. So like if you're doing the body like MRI, do they play music? Your head isn't encased in like a cage.
I got to
You
listen
did
to
get to
music.
listen to
Yeah, I
music.
don't remember what
Okay.
it was.
So did you go fully but you get submerged into the machine?
I believe I was, yeah, and it suits you in and out and stuff like that. I just had a cardiac scoring though, and my sister had one the same day, and she got her results back
Who won?
immediately. She got hers immediately, and I haven't, so she won.
UK sister or
No,
America sister?
America sister. My sister's in the UK. She's like, well, we're going to Madrid tomorrow, and then we're going to go to it's just flying all over the place because it's like going to Madrid from Rome is like going to Peoria from Chicago. Exactly like that.
Exact same experience. Taking the train.
Yeah. Did we play in Madrid? Because I'm trying to remember.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we played 3 places in Spain. Salaryman, right? That's exciting. Okay. Bad Company with Bad Company from Bad Company. Degrassi Knowles.
And what is Hocus Pocus by Focus? And what was the name of the album? I can't remember. That's a little different. But yeah.
What are some other albums, like Led Zeppelin 4?
I don't believe Led Zeppelin had a song named Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
because
okay.
that would mean that there would have been a bluesman who had written a song called Led Zeppelin that they would steal. And I don't believe there's an original blues song. I guess they stole it from Keith Moon, the name. I'm just going to Led Zeppelin Band of Thieves.
I'm excited to perform more Salaryman stuff, but now I don't know if I'm going to be playing the TV set or not anymore.
Yeah,
is that like an outdated thing?
Yeah, I mean, what, you play Netflix?
You stream something. Okay. Well, do you want to talk about Pluribus?
We can.
Yeah.
If you want to lead with that.
Yeah. Well, or we could lead with politics.
No, that's fine.
I don't really want to lead with Pluritics.
Pluritics.
Excuse
me.
Wilco.
Pluritics. Did Wilco have a song called Wilco?
I saw a picture of Jeff Tweedy with the new guy. Who's the new guy? Cameron Winter, who our kid is like crazy about, right? And they were at Wiener Circle of all places. And Wiener Circle's starting to post more, it seems like, and I really appreciate that. We went to and Tim Bowers is asking if we're going to tour. If you want us, we'll come play at your house. We should do a house tour, like a Salaryman house. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Well, you did write in the email to Howie. You did say, hey, maybe we'll play some shows, and Howie's excited to play shows, and I'm excited to play shows. So We could have a salaryman tour. What was the but it'd have to be in Europe. Living in a box with living in a box off of living in a box.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one.
So our child, what do we call him? What job does he have? Busboy?
Busboy.
Yeah. Is listening to Cameron Winter a lot with a band called the Doves or the Geese or Goose or something. Geese, something like that. And it's just like, so at some point I was like, what is this guy just going, and I'm like, what does that sound like? And he has a sort of a accent or diphthongy type thing. And it's like, Gordon Gano. It sounds like Gordon Gano from, but then I listened to, what the hell? What band is it? Violent Femmes. I listened to that, and his voice is much higher than I remember it. He's got like a really high voice.
Yeah,
so
he does. Well, he's like that first record. He's like 18.
Yeah. When I'm walking, I stop. Anyway, yeah. I liked imagining those two at. First of all, I liked imagining Jeff Tweedy with Cameron Winter because our kid is so obsessed with Cameron Winter that and we've met Jeff Tweedy. We just hung out with him at the Steve Albini celebration of life a year or two ago, and so now our kid is like 1 degree of separation from Cameron Winter. But we also were at Wiener Circle, so just recently, even more recently than that.
What are the chances?
Yeah, Geese is one of my new favorites. Cameron Winter kind of rules. I think I enjoy it. I gotta enjoy it. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It does not offend me, but I mean, I do hear all the influences.
What new music offends you?
Most, pop music.
Yeah, pop music.
Yeah, that's 40-year-old.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't offend me.
I'm trying to think of what. Yeah, it's just garbling, and it's kind of Becky. It's very Becky. It sounds like Beck a lot.
Interesting.
Oh, sure. Come on. It's just a guy just going like talking, kind of like Trump.
Wow.
But anyway, just thinking about those two, I was just wondering, were they nice to them at Wiener Circle? Do you think they were nice to them? Because they did say something about making them come and work back there with them. So to me, that's nice. When we went to Wiener Circle, they were very mean to us and made fun of our hair.
And by our, you mean you?
No, they said it's a family with bad hair. It was really. I actually hurt myself crying. I was laughing so hard, and I don't. Which is not like me. It's not like me to think it's funny when somebody insults you. But I was crying, and then they said Graham had a nice ass, which is really like I didn't know Graham had an ass. Like that doesn't seem to be part of a big part of him. But that was really funny too. I want to go back there, except the food wasn't very good. We probably have to get something different next time, like
something with meat.
That's right. We ordered the okay.
Yeah, who got the cheese dog and didn't realize it was like Merck's cheddar cheese spread, which I loved. Oh man, when I would get a cheese dog.
Oh yeah, that stuff is great. Why don't we get that? We could get that in the store. You could get that at Jewel's.
It feels like it goes straight to your heart with the salt and the fat. Yeah. I feel like it's a dangerous. It's like the heroin of cheese spreads. I'm still feeling like my head hurt. Like I can give you like a play-by-play on the shingles vaccine number 2. The woman, first of all, when I went in there, I'm like, I'd like my second shingles vaccine. I'd like a shingles vaccine, please.
I'd like that. And it was very early in the morning. I had just gone to the cardiac scoring, and I figured I'll go by where my doctor is, and I'll be like, hey, I kind of need that second shingles. And the nurse goes, let me check. The receptionist says, let me check to see, if it's time yet for you. And she looks at me like I'm crazy. And she goes, you were supposed to get this back in September. And I said, well, yeah, I'm a little late. And she's like, and so she's like, well, would you like one today? And I said, no, but and I said, but I should probably get one since I'm here. And she said, let me check and see if there's nurses here. And there was. So I got
Let me check in the hospital and see if there are
there's
any nurses.
Well, shot nurses, right?
Yeah.
And so I sat there for like 20 minutes, and then like this droll man came out. And
so
like,
not a
had a
nurse,
sniff.
a doctor?
no, it was a nurse, male nurse. And he goes, Rose Marshak? And I said, yes, give me a shot. And he didn't laugh at that. Nobody laughed at that at all. It wasn't funny for them. But anyway, I got the shot. And he liked my tattoo. That was nice. But then I was sure that it wasn't going to affect me because I feel like it didn't affect me last time. But maybe I got a little bit sick. But yeah. And then I went to the capoeira class last night. And I think I was starting to feel really sick by the end of that. It's like, I can't believe how much. Why do certain shots hurt your arm and other ones don't?
Was it kind of like what was it, like a sweat lodge shaman scene in the Doors movie? Was it like that, where you started getting like feverish and started having visions of
I think so,
snakes?
Yeah. So, wait, in the door, when you said Doors, my brain shut off, but then I realized that you said movie, and I saw the Doors movie because he who shall rest in peace, now I can't remember his name, was in it.
Yeah, never forget Val Kilmer.
Oh, man.
Might have to watch that again. Right, there was a shaman on the stage at some point. He sees a shaman. What's the proper...
I have heard it both ways. And also, like that, I'm just remembering not the IT crowd. What's it, Silicon Valley? I'm remembering the scene in Silicon Valley where the TJ Hooker, what's his name? TJ
Hooker, yeah.
No, TJ.
Leonard Nimoy?
He goes out into the middle of the desert and takes drugs, takes mushrooms in order to figure out what the name of his new... I'm going to have to rewatch that.
I can't remember.
But there's
his name?
a drug
Walter
scene.
Koenig. And then there's...
No, why are you talking Star Trek?
You said TJ Hooker.
Oh, that's William Shatner.
Thank you. Wow.
So, but who's the guy who got thrown out of Silicon Valley because he's an asshole and Matthew
TJ
Smith
something.
knows him? Yeah. Okay.
TJ
Where
Willikers?
were
TJ
we?
Maxx. That's funny. See,
where were we?
That made me laugh.
TJ Maxx. Where
somebody
were we?
Somebody else obscuring and making it harder to remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
I don't remember. Oh, you know what I got really excited about? So I got really excited that J.B. Pritzker was on my favorite podcast that I listen to all the time. I think he was on last Sunday, I think.
RadioZero?
No, the other one that's my favorite, like Pod Save America or something like that. And those guys, one of those guys interviewed him, and they talked about Star Wars, and they talked about which because apparently he's a sci-fi geek. He doesn't look like one.
Aren't there like pictures of him wearing a Jedi
outfit?
outfit?
Exactly. Yeah. That's so cool. So he's like an actual Star Wars person. I love that. That's so cool. I'm sorry that like you couldn't. Oh, T.J. Miller. Thank you, Alan. Yeah.
TJ Maxx Headroom, which
TJ Maxx Headroom.
DJ Maxx Headroom.
Oh,
Is there
man,
somebody called DJ Maxx Headroom?
We got to go back.
Have that name?
All right, so we got to go back into the studio because those are Salaryman record song names.
You know why I was thinking of Max Headroom the other day is because I've been watching, sort of in the background. I've been watching the A-Team, and then there's Dwight Schultz, right, who plays Mad Dog Murdoch, but he looks a lot like Matt Frewer, who played Max Headroom.
So
and
did he?
It is astounding to me that I could not remember what's his name, William Shatner's name, but I could remember Matt Frewer and Dwight Schultz. But Dwight Schultz was also on Star Trek Next Generation. Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, and then
I think of them. I was just thinking of Max Headroom because of that. And
so
like, well, what happened to both of those guys? What are those guys up to?
Yeah, what did happen to them? Max Headroom was such a great show. They should bring that back. How come they're not bringing that back? Because it wasn't a movie, right? Okay. So then, so they were talking to him about Star Wars, and the cool thing that he said about Star Wars was, which is your favorite Star Wars: A New Hope, is your his favorite is Empire Strikes Back, and then Star Wars. The guy, I can't remember which guy was interviewing him. He said Star Wars: A New Hope, and then JB says, well, you called it A New Hope. It's Star Wars or something like that. And I thought you'd appreciate that.
But then, yeah, I only half appreciate it because he acknowledges he claims that there are other Star Wars movies besides Star Wars.
Well, he was being interviewed about it. I should have seen. Well, I wonder what color his lightsaber was. That's, you know what, like, that's cool though, because people who, if you get enough into Star Wars, because I'm trying to figure out, like, and they were talking about this too, like, he's really rich, that guy, right? He's really, really rich, but he, you know, and they were saying, but he doesn't act like it. He doesn't present like an asshole or anything like that. Like, right? And they were like trying to figure out why. Was it because of all the hardship that, you know, or the pain, the suffering that you went through as a child? And JB's like, I don't really want to talk about, he's like, he didn't, he says everybody goes for that. He's just such a great guy. But then when they're talking about, I was thinking about Star Wars. If you really get into Star Wars, you find your way to like Buddhism, right? Probably, like, if you're an older Star Wars person, if you liked it back then, all you had was the Force. You didn't have the Mandalorian and all that, all this new shit, right? You just had the Force. That's all there was, right? And so if you liked it, it's just like plain old good versus evil. It's the same as Star Trek, really. I mean, you couldn't have been an old time Star. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would think that you couldn't be a huge Star Trek fan from the old series and be like anything but like a very fair, like, I don't want to say Democrat, but like somebody like you're not going to be conservative, you're not going to be racist, because there's that black and white dude episode, right, with the you know what I mean? It seemed very liberal, okay? Right? Can I make that? What do you think about that?
What's liberal? You mean Star Wars or his?
No, Star Trek. I would think that if you were schooled in that as a young child and you got into it, then you'd be like anti-racist. You'd be. I think Star Wars is a little bit more questionable because I've been on some of the Jedi, like, I'm a Jedi and I feel like we should kill all these people. It's some of the Jedi Facebook groups are a little.
I don't think it's a guarantee. Yeah, because there are plenty of Star Trek and Star Wars people who
Nazis.
Like Ted Cruz, right? It's a Star Trek guy. I'm trying to remember. There are all sorts of people.
That's a bummer.
Just like, and what's his name? Darth Sidious. What's his name?
Miller.
Mike
Miller. What's his name? Now I can't remember.
Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller.
Isn't he a Star Trek guy? I can't remember.
Well, okay, all right. Well, maybe they didn't understand it. I don't know, but maybe I don't know. So if you're, I don't know. I was just thinking that I'm trying to figure out how a person like that can make I'm still trying to figure out how a person like that, like J.B. Pritzker, can make a speech about how the kindest person in the room is often the smartest. How can you say that? And somebody didn't write that for him because he's kind of clumsy in his words sometimes. Like, that's got to be his. Nobody wrote that for him, I don't think. Am I wrong?
You might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's probably his idea, right? I don't know. He just sound okay. All right. Well, I don't know. And you know what? Like, I just want to meet him too. Like, if he's on like a group chat with other geeks, but they're probably all dude geeks. Imagine that.
We were in the same room with him.
When were we in the? Oh yeah. I remember before COVID, we were in the CVA 110.
It's like
100. Because I took a picture. I was like, oh, this picture.
100 people.
All of our. Sorry,
No.
I interrupted.
Go ahead.
I know a whole bunch of people who have got pictures with him. You don't like him?
No, I don't have a problem with him.
Okay.
I mean, it's it's another rich guy.
Unfortunately, that's all you're going to have. That's all you're going to have. And he's young compared to the others, right?
It's all our democracy can afford.
It's all our democracy. It's young. At least he's young. He's my age. I think he's our age. He's my age. I think I heard him say
He's
he was
a young
60 or
person.
something. He is young. Yeah. You're not going to get anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What about Mr. I'm trying to think of a derogatory name. The Michael Douglas of politics.
Okay, wait. Who's that?
Michael
Who
Douglas.
could that be?
The Michael Douglas. The Gordon Gekko.
Well, it's not J.D. Vance.
No, Gavin Newsom.
Oh,
He's just
yeah.
got that
You don't
Gordon-
like him either.
That Gordon Gekko do.
Yeah. His hair does stand up, doesn't it? God. I mean, what? All right. So we got a message today on the New York Times that it is now the Trump Kennedy Center, and that they're working on putting his name up there.
Oh yeah, they already got it up.
That was
They
fast.
were doing it this afternoon.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Because we just heard about it yesterday, right?
It's almost like they had all that stuff prepared. I'm wondering, whoever's making all of these signs and plaques is raking in the dough. I mean, they also had all the plaques he had underneath the president's photos.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then
It
the
is-
labels, like
Yeah.
all sorts of things, like
So-
Hall of Fame. Like, didn't he put like a Hall of Fame on that hallway?
So in the hallway, he's got all these new plaques now that say, like, Barack Obama's one says, Barack Hussein Obama was a failed president, with the worst of the worst. And like, it's just all, it's like written by a third grader. Like Trump probably wrote it himself.
Yeah, see, now in that situation, I do believe he wrote.
Yeah, he wrote. I mean, it's like childish, weird things that not sixth grade. It's not, and I wouldn't even call it fourth grade. I'd call it third grade.
Whoa, you're going to third grade.
I'm going
on that.
down to third grade.
Man.
Like, so
Because
weird.
fourth grade, I mean, that's kind of, you already got a little bit of a handle
Exactly.
on grammar and maybe a little more vocabulary. But
And you've
third
had
grade,
history.
Those kids are idiots.
No, you've had history though by fourth grade. You
Frickin'
can start the
third graders.
violin and stuff like that. I'm third grade. That's the cutoff for me. But
I didn't
there's
start.
What?
I didn't start music until fifth grade.
Yeah, why not? I'm pretty sure I started in fourth grade.
Our school district, it was
fifth
grade. Yeah, I started viola in fifth grade.
Maybe
and then
I'm
sixth
wrong.
grade. Oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
Yeah.
it was fourth grade. No, I feel like because we had sixth grade in the grade school, our junior high was seventh and eighth, and so I remember getting switching to band in sixth grade because then you could go. Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Anyways.
I just deleted something.
Oh,
It looks like we've got a
spam.
yeah, we got a
I'm gonna-
spam.
it
Oh,
always
that's
happens.
Cute.
I can delete it.
That's okay. Poster children. I got
Let's
to
see
pull
if I
up
can
the
delete it.
RadioZero thing. Well, what I mean, like, do any of these things? I know this is all for trolling, and I know it's all to get the woke people upset, right?
No, I think it's so when he walks down that hallway, he can chuckle and not have a stroke every time he sees. Yeah, well, already, yeah, like he replaced
Oh,
the
yeah.
picture of Biden with the picture of the auto pen, right?
Oh God!
So he
yeah.
can't even
Oh.
see Biden's face.
Yeah.
Maybe he put him back in there. I don't know.
April's saying it could be old signage from his bankrupt casinos. Yeah. I don't like. Do you get affected by any of this at all? Like,
Do I get affected?
Yeah.
I mean, it is so petty. And the thing about Rob Reiner that he wrote,
Oh God.
I mean, so it's astoundingly it's not even petty. It's monstrous. It's just like, what? Yeah. Like, that's, I don't know. That's defective. It's like defective humanity.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not cool. So that affects me. It's just like, wow. I mean, that's just, because I guess there are jerks and a-holes and trolls, but typically people who say stuff like that are doing it anonymously, and he's doing that stuff, just right out in the open. And then the idea that, it's evidence that he's of his cognitive decline, right? And maybe, I mean, because things like impulse control and everything go out the window along with your brain. So I mean, there could be an excuse, but it's also possible that's just the way he is, which is sad. Both are sad. I guess both options are sad. I'm sad. It made me sad, Rose.
I was thinking I'm like I was going over the grudges that I still hold, like the people who I'm still mad at, and like thinking like everything, what was said by, I can't remember the chief of staff's name now. That's also, we should talk about that too, right? The Vanity Fair photo shoot. Yeah. I just heard a little bit about that, and I saw the pictures and stuff, oh no, I can't remember what I was going to say.
The thing is there's some photographs. That's the thing, is that photographer. I mean, there's some photographs of the Obamas that are pretty crazy too. I mean, the photographer he does he does the weird, intense kind of close-ups with the harsh lighting.
Yeah, I think he said his quote was something like well, this is the color of lipstick she wears, and these are the injections she gives to her lips. What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? That's what he said, or something like that. But I can't remember what she was saying now. Yeah, I can't remember. It's interesting. The Pod Save America podcast is interesting because those guys have been in the White House too, and so they kind of know a little bit behind the scenes, so they can give perspective on that. And I kind of like that podcast. So what are you listening to besides the Salaryman record? The perspective.
Yeah, boy, I haven't listened to. I feel like I haven't listened to podcasts in the last week or two.
That's probably smart. Do you listen to political ones, though? Or
no.
So you've been watching all A-Team. What has happened on the A-Team?
Well, there's the story of the A-Team where there was the woman who was on the A-Team, and she happened to be from Western Springs, the actress.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that why you're watching it?
No.
Okay.
And she lasts. Oh, I think she lasts into the second season, but it was like George Papard apparently was just like, we don't need why do we have this woman here? Why there's no need for a woman to be on the A-Team. And I saw one episode where it's the only episode where they call her a member of the A-Team. But yeah, she kind of floats in and out. She's like a reporter or something, and she's always around.
Can you give us the backstory of the A-Team? Because I didn't watch it being a woman. I watched I Dream of Jeannie and 8 is Enough and fucking ISIS. So what's the story of the A-Team and Beretta? Because our housekeeper had a crush on our housekeeper.
Robert Blake. Yeah, that was the thing, is you just watched the end of Electric Light and Blue with Robert Blake that was on the TV.
Oh, yeah. That was
directed by James William Gierso, who was the manager of Chicago. And so I think, in fact, I need to do some more research. I mean, I remember there's a scene where Peter Cetera and one of the other Chicago guys is hanging out outside a gas station or something. But then there's a kind of hippie with a gun scene, and it seems like that's Terry Kath, who was the guitarist who got killed with a gun.
What were you watching the other day? There was somebody got shot off, and I came in right at the end, and somebody got shot off of a truck, not a Trump.
No, that was it.
That was
a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Electric Light and Blue with Robert Blake, who was in Beretta.
Okay, all right. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because I watched that with you.
Electric Light and Blue.
Yeah, not yesterday, not the other day.
Yeah, that was like a band movie, and Jim has the soundtrack for Electric Light and Blue, a nice gatefold, and it's shot amazingly. Who was it? Conrad Hall, I think, shot it. And it's especially the end is shot in, Monument Valley, but, on the highway and everything. It's a beautiful movie. Not necessarily the greatest. Oh, yeah, and Elisha Cook Jr. I have to watch it again, but it's kind of like a weird reverse Easy Rider.
Right, that's what you were
Because
saying.
he's a policeman on a motorcycle. He's a motorcycle cop.
Yeah. Yeah. So typecast as a cop, Beretta.
Well, you know what he was? I mean, he was Mickey in Our Gang. He was one of the little kids in some of the.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
Little
too.
Rascals.
So when you say band movie, what do you mean by that? And what
I
are
think
some
we
examples?
must have watched it while we were
on tour.
not on tour, probably like rehearsals, and then we rent a movie.
Oh, wait, I clicked. I deleted once again. All right, RadioZero and then Poster Children. Okay. So all right. So the backstory, at least, then, please, of the A-Team.
I wish I could remember the intro. I mean, they're basically Vietnam veterans who. What happened to them? Did
so
they
even
get
Mr. T?
Yeah, Mr.
Do they ever
T's.
explain why he has all those gold necklaces around him?
No.
Does he
but
ever?
his hair, it's a rare form of male pattern baldness.
The necklaces?
No, the hair.
Oh, the hair, really?
No. It's
I
a
didn't
reference
think so.
to Key and Peele. There's an amazing
okay.
Key and Peele Mr. T public service announcement, which is actually it's not much different than the Mr. T. What is it? Be Nice to Your Mother music video. There's like a Mr. T rap, but then there's a Key and Peele Mr. T.
Do we even?
And he says, it's a rare form of male pattern baldness. He's kind of crying.
Okay, all right. Andy's filling us in here. Unjustly convicted of a
here we go.
crime they
Yeah.
didn't commit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, and so they're kind of like, these Vietnam vets, and then they're kind of underground, and they're helping people. So it's the same kind of story as Incredible Hulk show, or the was the one with the Fugitive, right? It's just the Fugitive with military guys who do a lot of shooting. Man, there's so many guns. I like. Yeah,
there's a lot of shooting in the A-Team. You mean?
And the first season, it's almost like every episode somebody said Mr. T drank milk and couldn't go on airplanes. And the first season, there are so many episodes of them tricking him onto a plane or drugging him. And the last one I saw, this woman hypnotizes him,
Oh my
and they give him a code word, Eclipse, to knock him out. And so he just collapses, and they put him on a plane.
Wow.
And then he always wakes up and is like, why am I in Ecuador? How did I get here? What did you do to me?
Larry says, I haven't tuned in live for a while. I've been working a different shift. You both sound great. And Andy's never watched an episode of,
I don't know. Yeah. So, I mean, it's the kind of thing I have on if I'm, doing stuff, answering emails.
Does anybody ever say does Mr. T ever adjust his necklaces or does he ever say, does anybody ever say, I would like to have one of your necklaces, and then he gives them one
I'm sure there's an episode with an orphan.
Yeah.
That was the thing. There are two Hulk Hogan episodes. That was what was amazing is this week. Yeah. There was a Hulk Hogan episode, and Mr. T, and then it was right before whatever Mr. T movie. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, because Mr. Rocky, right? Mr. T was in Rocky, but that was before A-Team, I think. Anyways, yeah, but Mr. T and and Hulk Hogan had a wrestling match or something. Right?
On the A-Team?
No.
They had in
the
real life.
real world.
In the real world.
But then there's also a Mr. T Hulk Hogan episode. But then there's the next year there was another Hulk Hogan episode. But I had just watched the Super Bowl Shuffle documentary.
Right, we hadn't talked about that. Why don't you talk about that a little?
Yeah, it's great. It's like 40 minutes.
Is that on Netflix?
Short. I think it's on HBO Max.
Because I watched it with you. That was great.
Amazing. Yeah. Guy, going through the track, and so the backing, it was like a song. It was the guy who did the Jovan advertising campaign. So I remember Jovan, and apparently they were Chicago-based, or at least the advertising was. And Jovan sponsored the 1981 Rolling Stones tour, which was a big deal. That was the first time I think there was a corporate sponsor for a tour, like the Rolling Stone tour shirts. People came back from the show. I remember in high school, and it had the shirt had the Rolling Stones' tongue, and it also said Jovan on it.
What was Jovan again?
It was like a male perfume.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Cologne.
Cologne. Yeah. Andy says the doc was top notch.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing because and so this guy, he was an advertising guy, but he had built a recording studio and was running a record label, and then just kind of convinced them to do this the Super Bowl Shuffle song, but it already exists. The song existed as a recording of, I can't remember what it is, some other shuffle. It was like some band.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was trying to figure
out. It was like
out
a hip hop like shuffle song, early 80s, right? And so cutting edge, for that time, like what that was, 84, 85, right? So that was still pretty early hip hop, and definitely like instrumental hip hop, right? So like just like Sugar Hill record, like that's earlier, but like that style still, like the Grandmaster Flash Furious 5 kind of style. Sugar Hill style, where you have the live backing tracks playing the loops. Anyways, yeah, and then they just repurposed it for the Super Bowl for the Bears. But yeah, no, it was great. But anyways, yeah, it was like I'm watching the second A-Team with Hulk Hogan, and then all of a sudden, who shows up? William the Refrigerator Perry.
Oh yeah.
And I nearly had a fit,
a
stroke,
little scream.
Yeah, because it was like, it was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So it was, right that year, when he was famous. I'm trying to remember what he played in that. He played himself, but what was he doing? I can't even remember what the cockamamie. and so that's all tied together. Yeah, because Mr. Oh, somebody said it's talking about seeing Mr. T.
Yeah, Tina Nixon says, and by the way, your Facebook feed, man, it is fantastic. It's the light of Facebook. I saw Mr. T in a hotel in Chicago in the early 90s, and he wore all his necklaces in the weight room, and a friend I was with swore he wore them in the shower, in the locker room, too.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Mr. T was Chicago guy, right? At least that was the whole thing, like Lake Forest, right? He bought
Lake
that house.
Forest bought the house, all the people around him
chopped down a bunch of trees,
and people were racists.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure people were racist because, Highland Park. Why was he in Chicago? He was from Chicago. Are all those people from Chicago then?
What people?
Well, it wasn't Larry Namath or no? What's Joe Namath? Not Larry Namath.
That was a different episode of the A-Team, and so there's an episode of the A-Team with this football team, and it kind of like undercover for some reason. They're using this football team undercover in Europe, in East Germany, to play a football game. It was so confusing, but then one of the KGB guys, or East German, that's right. I can't remember the name of the East German service, KGB East German. Anyways, was the dad from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Right, yeah,
really awful German accent.
Right.
It's really amazing.
That was okay. Andy Lester says Lake Forest, and he cut all his trees down.
Yeah.
I remember that. I lived up there. So do you remember? So you were watching YouTube videos of a woman who does like a deep dive on the Columbo episodes, right? Yeah, that's great. That I really enjoyed. I could listen to that forever.
Watch it for days.
Yeah, watch it for days. It's called.
Yeah.
And then
she's up to. I think it's still season 3.
Yeah, that's really
or
cool.
Is it season 4 now?
So if you were to do that, what would you pick?
Rockford Files, but I think somebody's already doing like deep dive Rockford Files.
All right, why would you pick that?
Oh, it's amazing, and I mean, I have a theory after like kind of binge watching a good 4 or 5 seasons of the Rockford Files. Is like I mean, I'm pretty sure, there's all the film noir stuff, but I can totally see the Coen brothers watching that high as kites and writing The Big Lebowski, because there's so much overlap in The Big Lebowski, and it is kind of like common noir things. But then the guy who plays The Big Lebowski is in an episode. Who else? But then there's also what's the movie with Jeff Bridges in The Big Lebowski? It's like a Western, and it's like they're all a bunch. It's a bunch of young kids in the Wild West. It's like a 72 or 73 movie. So there's also that. But then, yeah, there's like weird references, like somebody like lots of weird like Illinois and like Decatur references
in the Rockford Files.
Yeah,
Were
like
you watching that
occasionally.
recently?
And it was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really it's a great show.
You'd do that?
I would.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, so the woman who does Watch It for Days, it takes her at least a month or 2 or 3 to get to produce an episode. And then on top of it, the amount of cutting she has to do on it to get it through so it doesn't get a copyright takedown.
I am like, so
it's
I've been editing my own stupid like I'm teaching a winter class, and so I've been editing those videos in like Premiere Rush because I have it free. And because I don't want it to be like the thing is that is the video artistry, like so that's why I'm not using After Effects and I'm not using Premiere because I haven't used Premiere since 3.0 Premiere.
Yeah, I wouldn't use After Effects for a
I know I wouldn't either. But anyway, I'm using like, and I guess I kind of like to bake and cook and stuff, right? I guess I like to do that, and I guess I like to knit. But man, I really like video editing. Like I like it. Like, and I remember back, we were doing that the Eyes of a Nation thing with the Library of Congress. We were like doing freelancing, and we were using After Effects editing videos. I used to love that. God, so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should try to actually do something.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like in Premiere, I edit all my lecture videos in Premiere, but I love they've got this new. Well, it's been a couple years now. AI, but it basically transcription, right? It transcribes everything, but then you can run through and do an edit. It's kind of like I think Pro Tools has this, and actually, what's the Audition, where you basically can cut out all the pauses, and so then it'll just automatically kind of edit your whole lecture, and then I can just tighten it up.
Can you edit the words? Like if you said too many words, you can.
So it's got the transcript.
Yeah.
And so you can select all pauses over this certain length and delete them out, and then it does a rolling edit. So then you've just got the whole thing chopped without pauses.
I should probably use
but then
that.
You can use filler words. You can select filler words, and so it's like and ahs.
Yeah.
It'll you can pull those out. You can search for specific words in the transcript, and then find in it, and then just delete the word from the transcript, and it'll delete it from the clip. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I should probably use that.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. I was having so much fun though. Like this has got like, can you just drag and drop what are they called? It's like little transitions and overlays and stuff too. Because I can do that.
Yeah, but why would you do that on a lecture video? Like
I've
spinning
got all
pages.
kinds. Yeah, I have that. I have comic like things popping up next to my face and stuff
C-.
like that. Yeah. Okay. Andy Lester says that he heard about a podcast where each episode is 1 minute of heat.
Yeah. And so I was guest on. Well, no, I wasn't. It was. Oh yeah, I think it was. Oh no, it wasn't a minute. It was going through true stories, but then, the host or the person I did has they're called 1 minute. Oh, what are they called? 1 minute. There's a whole bunch of them, like a whole bunch of podcasts where they basically step through. Each episode is stepping through 1 minute of the film.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, which one did you do?
Well, true stories, but it wasn't quite. It was kind of like tangential. It was more like people going through different. I think it was more like going through different scenes. Yeah. It wasn't as micro 1 minute. 1 minute movies. Yeah, I think it's called 1 minute movies. It's a whole like subculture. It's really amazing. Yeah, and so and there are people who've done like full. In fact that's the Rockford Files thing. There are people who've done full podcasts where it's they're just stomping through every episode of the Rockford Files or A-Team or something like that.
Chad Twiner says the Rockford theme is my ringtone. Larry says the quote, new Columbo shows are now Elsbeth and High Potential.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of those.
April, yeah, I know, Andy's going to go watch Pluribus. Go do that, and we're going to talk about it. April says copyright infringement is your best entertainment value. And Larry says, wow, I have been gone for a while. Everything looks so different. I think we're in a different room. April says, so said the found sound band Negative Land. Copyright infringement is your best entertainment value.
Yeah, and so in my web video class, like students present different types of videos, and there are lots of people who do kind of essays about movies and things like that. And so one of the videos, I'm trying to remember who does it. It's like somebody who does these big kind of movie essays, and it was basically like it was an hour and a half long, and it was basically all of the movie Sinners, but they're kind of stepping through it, and it's like you kind of have to do this ballet where you show some clips, you show them out of order, you cut them down, you don't have the audio, only a couple, you just show a few with it. But it's kind of like reading the Mad Magazine parodies. It's like you can get an idea of the whole movie if you watch all the way through, but the amount of work that they have to do to get it to the point where they don't get a takedown notice. And it's amazing. So you're basically trying to balance, between it being, the algorithm reading it as a, kind of like a preview or a review, right?
Yeah.
And as opposed to just basically a rip of the movie.
All right, and so we do have 5 or 4 minutes left, and I was going to tie this into these old series that you watch. You've gone through, you did Columbo for a while. What else did you watch? Started with Green Acres. Is Star Trek up?
I did watch. Yeah, I did go through all the original
Stars Trek, and then how about Doctor Who?
Yeah, a little bit. I watched a little bit of old Doctor Who
before
like Tom Baker and
before.
Actually I watched some. It's because Pluto has those channels. Just on repeat.
So
a little bit of Miami Vice. I'm not really deep diving into Miami Vice, but whatever. It's the Action Channel. It has A-Team, but then it flips to Miami Vice, I think.
And then you got to turn it to something else.
No, I'll watch a little bit of Miami Vice, but I can't watch. I can't have. For some reason, it doesn't work. Like I'm talking about, like I'm sitting there doing work,
right?
Kind of non-visual work,
right?
Grunt work maybe, and it's like having something going in the background, right?
Yeah, I used to have I discovered the Dukes of Hazzard that way. I have no idea. I've never heard any of it. I think there's probably country music in it, but boy, did that help me concentrate. So how do these compare? How do these types of series is that the same thing as Succession? And I'm gonna before we am I excited for Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Probably not. Is Succession and Severance and all that stuff? Is that the modern day All in the Family and Columbo and stuff like that? Because there are seasons, but the seasons they're only 6 or 10 episodes.
Yeah,
right?
And it's different. Because that's the thing is having the arc that goes across the season, and the Rockford Files. There's a little bit of sort of recurring things and recurring characters, right? What's her name? The lawyer, and then what's his name? Oh God,
I don't know, but
there's also director. The guy with the beard. On Rockford Files. Oh, I can't remember
somebody
his
will
name.
fill it in.
Sweet something. Oh God, what was his name? His character's name.
I didn't watch it.
He shows up on an episode of 30 Rock. He's amazing.
So these shows, though, they just have one whole arc through them all.
That's the thing. It's more connected because people, you can watch them, in a row. Whereas when you watch kind of Columbo or the Rockford Files, a whole season in a day, right?
They're all bottle episodes.
Well, kind of. They kind of stand alone, but then there are things that continue through it. Like there are running gags and little things like that.
Or like a character will come in, like somebody's like like somebody will come in for a while, or maybe I don't know.
Yeah, and then like Rockford Files had a bunch of backdoor pilots. So there's like the Richie Brockelman, and then which actually became a show I watched. I don't know how many episodes were on. Richie Brockelman was like a young guy.
Sugar Bear.
Dennis Dugan, right? Dennis Dugan, who directed later on directed Adam Sandler movies and stuff. Richie Brockelman.
Yeah.
It's like anytime I see his name on an Adam Sandler movie, I go, Richie Brockelman. And then there was the Isaac Hayes backdoor pilot where he played a character on Rockford Files a couple of times, and he was going to spun off. But then that was exciting because there was an A-Team episode from a few years later with Isaac Hayes and Rick James.
Sugar Bear from the Rockford Files.
That's not right, is it? No.
We're not sure if
Sugar
it's right.
Bear is... Oh, God,
that sounds like... Oh, I can't... Not Huggy Bear.
No, Huggy Bear is
from Beretta?
No. From the two guys.
Hey, you know what I saw? You know what I saw today? Somebody posted like...
Two guys, Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, right. Yeah. The two guys.
They're two guys.
Yeah.
They've got a car.
Brown hair. One's got brown hair. The other one's got blonde hair. I saw
the Jew and the Wasp.
Was there a Jew? Oh yeah, Paul Michael Glaser was.
Michael Glaser
wasn't actually Jew. Right?
Angel. Stuart Margolin.
Okay.
As Angel.
Somebody posted the like an All in the Family Christmas episode where Edith, is that her name? Edna. Edith is sad and doesn't believe in God anymore because her gay friend got murdered or something. Yeah, it was real intense, and I remembered seeing it. It's really weird. It was real intense, like kind of somebody posted it, and said, thank you to Rob Reiner. Did I get the name right now?
Yeah, Rob Reiner.
Yeah, okay.
Who did not write? I'm assuming did not write. I don't know. Maybe he did write some of the All in the Family episodes.
Like he was there with her in that episode.
He did write, like Smothers Brothers and stuff like that. So it's possible Rob Reiner wrote some episodes of All in the Family. I'm going to look it up.
Do you want to say anything about Pluribus? I really like this last episode. This is the second to last episode we're on now.
Yeah.
April wanted their car so much. Which car? Starsky and Hutch car?
Hutch, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, so I'm there are these like beautiful segments, like the guy going through the forest segment in the last episode, like the travel of the guy going through the forest. I'm not gonna get too like in depth, and then like the sleeping episode, like the sleeping with the weird cut between like, do you want to sleep here, and then the sleeping.
Yeah, you're getting a little spoilery.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Just like these weird, like not a lot of like these. Just
not a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, I guess not a lot of stuff happening, but just really intense, like textural. Mr. TJ Maxx headroom, just real textural stuff on Pluribus. I was thinking about it, like it doesn't have to match. There was for a while I was like, the ending's going to be on Christmas. There's got to be a rapture, and you were like, no, there's not. And you've watched more of what Vince Gilligan, is that his name?
Yeah.
Vince Gilligan's work. I haven't watched. I just know like tangentially that you and Derry King were like obsessed with like the ending of that. What is that show? Not Better Call Saul, the other one.
Breaking
Bad. Yeah, you guys were obsessed with the ending of it, right? Like people love that show, or at least he was. So, I really respect this writer, I guess.
Yeah, no, he especially and Better Call Saul, I guess, was in partnership with the other guy, but it's it's a little more sort
Do
of
you like the actress?
complex. Oh yeah, well she was in Better Call Saul.
Okay.
She's amazing in Better Call Saul and didn't get an Emmy award. Yeah, I showed you the car crash, like where she's like driving like on no sleep. She's a lawyer, and there's an amazing. I love car crash and plane crash, like well done plane crash scenes. There's an amazing Better Call Saul car crash scene, basically falling asleep while driving scene.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to see that.
I showed it to you. I think.
Did?
Yeah, you
did
didn't
I fall
like
asleep? Yeah, I'm sure I did. I hate not liking that stuff. I used to watch Clockwork Orange every day.
It's not the thing. It's the way it was executed.
Yeah, I understand.
directing.
Yeah. But I can't get over the content sometimes, But yeah, I'm able to watch. I'm enjoying it. I don't know what's going to happen. What I am not enjoying is the fact that my week, like I'm looking forward to the next one, it's in such that like the week feels very long, and my weeks don't usually feel like that. It's like, oh man, I'm like just living for the next episode of Pluribus, and I don't like that.
Well, they bumped it again. It's just like on Thanksgiving, so it's going to be on next Tuesday.
Really, on Tuesday
night.
And then we won't have to think about it anymore.
Well,
when is Christmas?
Yeah, you'll have to think about it Thursday.
That's the actual Christmas, and so the Christmas Eve is Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, so they'd have to do it on Tuesday. That's good. Okay. Well, you got anything else to say?
No.
Really? Is there something real obvious that I'm forgetting?
Yes.
What is it?
I can't remember.
It's Jody's birthday today.
Well.
I said happy birthday to her.
Good.
There isn't anything else?
I'm sure there is, but it's been an hour of this.
All right, thank you, drivel.
Blather.
Yeah, blather. Okay.
Drivel.
All right, well, study up on your 70s TV shows for next week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
New year. Wow.
2026 are the odd years? We should have done our best of episode.
Yeah.
We'll do that next week.